I'm so super happy that now Mrs. Thomas is just coming on stage, and we have even created a cozy atmosphere to make more or less this kind of event also a kind of being at home event. Thanks for being with us, and of course interesting is that I mean, first of all, thanks that you're with us tonight, but I mean, the strong indication is that we have to do something in this kind of area. And maybe you can tell a little bit about the Fondation Cancer Luxembourg, maybe about yourself as well, so that the audience at home and here can feel a little bit, and hopefully also create even more possibilities and donation for that kind of very, very good initiative and fondation.
Yeah. Well, good evening, everybody. And I must say I'm very pleased, and I must also say I was very honored to be invited today. I think it's an amazing idea. We never had this kind of fundraising event, and this kind of architect with medicine or cancer never happened before. So I think it was a great idea, so I'm very happy about it. About Cancer Foundation Luxembourg, I briefly represent myself. I'm a medical doctor by training. I'm a director since 2017 at Cancer Foundation, and so we are a very small foundation. As you can imagine, we are a small country, we are a small foundation. We are about 15 people working there. And yes, I think cancer is a universal problem, it's a universal really disease, and we try everywhere, everyone try to help as much as possible, be it by supporting cancer patients, be it by doing information or doing research. So yes, I think no one in here or on the internet have not known someone who is affected by cancer, be it a spouse, be it another member of family or colleague of work. So I think it's a very important subject, and all those who are working in cancer control, we do a lot, but we probably do not enough. We can do a lot more, and we have to do a lot more.
I Googled a little bit myself, and Luxembourg, I found some data, but I go back because I'm a German and Googled a little bit on that one. I mean, I don't know whether the audience at home or here knows that every year in Germany, 500,000 people get the diagnosis of having cancer. 500,000. Every year in Germany, roughly the half is dying. 230,000 are dying of cancer every year. Then I've thought a little bit how much does it cost, and I found some figures when you have this kind of disease, maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 30,000 euros per patient, per candidate. But then it's going up and building up to 10 billion, 15 billion, 20 billion just for the German area. On the other side, the Germans spent 50 billion of euros for buying tanks, rockets, and defense material. I've also seen that we give a lot of money for different things, but on cancer research, at least in Europe, there's not too much ongoing. Well, what is your idea on that one? What is the way forward, also for the politicians here?
Oh, I must say that cancer research is still a very important topic, and there are a lot of countries, even Germany, are really investing a lot of money in cancer research. And we must say in the last 10 years, it was really a huge progress in cancer research, in treatment with immunotherapy. And I would say it costs a lot of money, it will take a lot of time, but let's face it, research is really the hope for the cancer patient. But because research will bring us new treatment, will have less mortality. So yes, we have to invest. Yes, it's expensive, but I think at the end of the day, it will help all of us.
Yeah, I think it's not expensive. I mean, it's the disease of the current position. I mean, when we do something, we should maybe invest the money here in a pretty good way. Yeah.
But you start already, so that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Let's try to make it like that. I mean, I've also, some root causes for that kind of activity. I've also seen that the lifestyle is a root cause on that one. Overweight and smoking. Yeah. So maybe we can do something ourselves, but some are just hidden by the disease by themselves. I mean, just by this. I mean, my father died of cancer, my mother died of cancer. I had it myself twice, 20 and 25 years ago. So I have a kind of personal a lack on that one. So honestly, I strongly believe that research is a must, and this kind of activity is something. I also read that Europe wants to invest 150, 170 billion euros now in cancer research. Is this the right figure?
More or less, I'm not quite sure about that. Yeah, we have a Europe Cancer Beating Plan, and I think even on European level, the politicians see the importance of doing something for the European people.
Okay.
But what you were saying, what I want still to add, I know tobacco and obesity is a very important risk factor, and that's also one of our main area is giving information, because information is key to help people understand the cancer risk factor and do prevention. Not everyone. I think there are genetics, family problems, genetic origin. But it's funny because you mentioned tobacco, that's for sure. You mentioned obesity, but it's always one topic. Even when I do conference, it's very difficult to tell about is alcohol. So everyone here in the room who is taking a glass of beer, be aware, just saying.
The advantage is I'm coming from Bavaria, and by law in Bavaria, beer is not alcohol, it's nutrition. So, I mean, that is okay for tonight. I mean, I would say.
For Luxembourg, it's exactly the same, so no problem. But yeah, at the end of the day, with a healthy lifestyle, nevertheless, we can prevent 40% of cancer patients.
40%.
30%.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, still 60%, no one knows when it will happen, what are the reasons why. Okay, there are genetic mutation for some cancer, but nevertheless, it's still not very clear for everyone.
So Fondation Cancer Luxembourg is doing support for those who have more or less this kind of information and suffering the several stages. You do information. What in addition is done by your organization?
I think the main area is nevertheless cancer patient support. We have 5 psychologists who do free of charge consultation during the whole pathway for cancer patient, be it at diagnosis, and you can imagine, you know it, what that means, getting a cancer diagnosis, but also during treatment, the side effects of treatment, then back to work if one has the chance to do so. But not only for the patient, because you know it also a cancer diagnosis affects not only
yourself,
the patient, but the whole family,
the family life,
the partner, the children. So we offer also psychological support for them. I think that's very important. You have to help them to cope with this kind of disease, because let's face it, it will be a before diagnosis and an after diagnosis with cancer. So that's really where we put most effort in it, to offer everything which is imaginable to improve quality of life. We offer also financial help. We offer family help. So if young parents have cancer, someone take care of the children, because as a cancer patient you are too tired, you have other problems, and really to do the family job, cooking or whatever.
Exactly for them. May I ask what is the overall budget you have at the moment to give for this kind of activities per year?
We have roughly a budget about 3 million, so it's about 1 million for cancer patient support.
Patient support.
I must say our main budget is nevertheless cancer research.
Okay, and how much is donation and how much is maybe coming from authorities? Percentage share?
Percentage we get from our budget, 5% from the Ministry of Health. Otherwise, and so I thank you very much for that.
Okay.
It's about the generosity of our donors that we are even able to do all the job we are doing right now.
So 95% you have to get by donations from the people.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's interesting.
But I must say cancer research is really, here in Luxembourg we have a national cancer plan, and we have some very strong topics about cancer research. So we donate a lot for Luxembourgish cancer research, but also worldwide when we think it's very worldwide. It must be in relation with Luxembourg, otherwise we are so small, we cannot support all cancer research projects. But nevertheless, if there is a researcher from Luxembourg being abroad or patients who can participate, we try to help.
You said it at the very beginning. At the moment, the trend is that we can heal more and more people nowadays with the latest technologies, things like that. I mean, is it possible to believe that in 50 years it's done? We get an injection and then everything is fine?
Let's hope.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. I think we manage a huge progress in cancer treatment, and we are, for example, a lot of cancer who had really bad prognosis nowadays have a really better prognosis, or even completely healed. We never saw things like that before, that's for sure.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mrs. Thommes. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.